Hoover Circular Solutions is a global source of proven solutions, packaging systems, on-site management, and logistics support for the storage and shipment of catalysts used in the petroleum refining, gas processing, and petrochemicals manufacturing industries. We are a service-oriented company, ever evolving, expanding, and adapting to meet the needs of our customers on a worldwide basis. With Hoover CS headquarters located in Houston, Texas, Hoover CS services customers from a global network of 25 regional service facilities in the USA, Canada, Brazil, Europe, the Middle East, Russia, Singapore, and Australia. Hoover CS has revolutionized the packaging and transportation of catalyst by introducing the Hoover CS Catalyst Bin as an alternative to regular drums to unload, transport, and store spent hydroprocessing catalysts. With Hoover CS Catalyst Bins, we enable refiners to unload their catalyst in an efficient, less time-consuming, and safe way compared to drums, optimizing the total costs of the shutdown operation. Let us show you the difference. When a typical hydrodesulfurization unit is unloaded the old-fashioned way, using drums for storing and transporting the used catalyst, 4 trucks deliver 660 empty drums to the reactor site. The drums are stacked on pallets with 8 drums per pallet. The catalyst is removed from the reactor using a long tube. It takes 2 people to fill the drums beneath the reactor. The process must be halted every time a drum is full and the liner has to be sealed. The drums are placed on pallets, 4 drums per pallet. A forklift then transports the filled drums to another part of the site, where 2 workers place lids on the drums and add necessary stickers to properly identify the contents of the drums. The drums are strapped against tripping over or falling off. It then takes 8 trucks to transport the drums off the site to the recycling company. So far, for filling and handling the drums, 7 workers and 12 trucks with 660 drums were needed. When Hoover CS Catalyst Bins are used, 3 trucks deliver 66 empty catalyst bins to the reactor site. They can be stacked safely in 2 layers. The reactor is unloaded by just 1 person operating the much shorter tube and monitoring the process. When the catalyst bin is filled up, it's sealed immediately and labeled. A forklift transports the catalyst bins to a different part of the site. Here also, the catalyst bins can be stacked in 2 layers, minimizing the space requirements and increasing safety. Transportation to the recycling plant is done by just 6 trucks, each carrying 11 catalyst bins. Filling and handling Hoover CS Catalyst Bins requires only 3 workers and 9 trucks with 66 catalyst bins. Using Hoover CS Catalyst Bins will greatly increase the handling efficiency, since 1 bin equals 10 drums. The catalyst bins are delivered with all the necessary labels and stickers. In many cases, the time to unload the reactor is reduced by 30%. Using Hoover CS Catalyst Bins eliminates the environmental problems associated with disposable single-use drums or super sacks. When Hoover CS Catalyst Bins are delivered, they're ready to use. There are no pallets that must be handled and stored. There are no liners that must be installed. The catalyst bins have a built-in pallet base. There are no straps, there's no banding, and the catalyst bins are not wrapped in foil that has to be removed. While drums or super sacks are thrown away as waste after the process, Hoover CS Catalyst Bins are cleaned professionally and can be reused. The catalyst bins can be stored outside, close to the unit. In contrast, leaving drums or super sacks exposed to the weather without protection can cause damage. They should be stored inside or be otherwise protected from the weather. The catalyst bins take up less space because they can be stacked in 2 layers, offering optimized storage. Also, there are no pallets and other packaging materials that take up valuable space or require extra handling. Using Hoover CS catalyst bins improves worker safety. The catalyst bins are mechanically handled, which reduces the probability of hand or back injuries. Catalyst bins do not have loose components that can get lost. In contrast, drums are handled manually, with many possibilities for workers to get injured. The lid of a drum is not attached to the drum, so it can get lost. Because catalyst is potentially self-heating, Hoover CS catalyst bins have the UN 11AX approval for the transport of dangerous goods. Catalyst bins are designed to withstand dropping. Because of the strength of the construction and the fact that they're sealed hermetically right after filling them at the reactor, it's almost impossible for workers to be exposed to the catalyst. In contrast, drums are often transported for short distances without a lid. They might tip over or break when dropped and spill the catalyst. Hoover CS catalyst bins offer 10 times the volume of regular barrels or drums. Every catalyst bin has a 4-way forklift entry, an easy lock slide gate at the bottom of the catalyst bin, 4 lifting lugs for safe and direct hoisting, a top and bottom security seal, a visible barcode for inventory control, a 1-inch BSP threaded nitrogen purge fitting. With Hoover CS catalyst bins, we enable refiners to unload their catalyst in an efficient, less time-consuming, and safe way, optimizing the total costs of the shutdown operation. These catalyst bins are available to the petrochemical industry on a worldwide scale, with regional offices to provide all the catalyst bins and services required by our customers on a local basis. A safe, efficient, reliable, and environmentally friendly product, the Hoover CS catalyst and chemical containers. Packing your catalyst in catalyst bins the right way.